Hey, what's up, beautiful Bellcast listeners? Welcome to another episode. I'm Gio.
And I'm Bart Kwan.
Oh, then I'm Giovanna Antoinette Carreño Kwan.
No, you're just Kwan.
I'm always a Carreño. What the fuck?
Not on papers.
Hey, don't make me change this.
You can't change it.
Yes, I
I'm
can.
not going to sign off on it.
You don't have to sign off
Yes,
on
I
shit.
do. They're going to be like, where's your parent's signature? And I'm like, I'm not going to sign it.
Bitch, you ain't my parent.
And they're going to be like, where's your freaking man's guardian's signature?
You could be my daddy, though. Hey,
yeah, your dad's not going to sign it.
Fine. My dad's dead, dude. That's fucked up.
Damn, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. I can't believe you brought that up.
No, I'm your daddy.
Do you like when I call you daddy?
I like when you call me puppy.
I never call you puppy.
I know, that's why I never feel happy.
And I've never called you daddy either. I think that's weird.
Really? It is,
Yeah.
huh? Feels weird.
Yeah. I mean, okay, wait. Let me rephrase that. I think it's weird for me to say it because I just don't identify or like gravitate towards that because I'm like, you ain't my daddy. What the fuck? I have a dad. I have one dad, only one dad.
What if you
And that ain't
offended all the people?
Even though I call you Papa, which is
all
funny.
the people that are like fucking to this podcast right now, and then they're literally in the middle of calling their man daddy, and they're like, "What?" And they pull the dick out of their mouth.
I
They're
don't
like,
mind.
What?
I like what? No, I don't mind. I actually think it's really hot when girls call guys daddy.
Then how
I
come-
just can't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when they're like, "Oh, fuck me, daddy," and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's pretty hot."
That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
How come you don't say it then?
Because it's weird.
Oh, fine.
I'm like, "Are you and my daddy?" Like
Fine.
yeah.
You don't do that when you watch it? Or like, oh, wait, that's not your daddy. I hope that's not your daddy.
I get all logical and
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, what, daddy?
Yeah. How
What the
come
fuck?
you apply it to?
What type of incestual shit is this?
Yeah. How come you don't apply? How come you apply it to other people but not yourself? I mean, how come you apply it to yourself and not other people?
It's just a personal preference. I don't know. I just don't like it.
Oh.
I just think it's weird. That's why even like when you would try to do bear talk in the fucking bedroom, I'm like, that's fucking weird, man. Don't do that.
Fine.
Because it's like really cute. Like it's cute stuff.
I'm cute, huh?
You're pretty cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been the cutest boyfriend I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Usually my other boyfriends are super manly. And
Oh, fuck.
I'm fucking around. I'm kidding. Oh shit. Yeah, they were just super they just weren't that way. So yeah, you've been the cutest that I've had.
Do you like it?
It took some getting used to.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
And I take a lot of things that I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
I really do try to question them and I try to really understand where it comes from as to why it makes me uncomfortable. So even that daddy thing, right? I'm like, why is that weird for me? You know, and then I can really dissect it and I'm like, oh fuck, okay. I got a little more information about myself. But fuck, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
That I was one of your cutest boyfriends,
Oh.
but that took some getting used to.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, so like before, it was just babe. You know, we would call each other babe and stuff. You know what's distracting is because you keep scratching yourself, and I'm like, what's so itchy over there? You've
I
been
have a lot
scratching
of
your
itchy
leg.
stuff.
Fine, and that's what threw me
Don't
off.
get distracted.
I'm
then.
sorry. I don't think I have ADD, but sometimes I think I have ADD.
No, you don't have ADD. You just get distracted.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so I just had to get used to it because I'm like, wait, why
Why are you scratching now? The fuck?
I'm not.
No.
I'm like, why am I so not offended by it, but why am I like a little bit weirded out? Like it was a little bit weird for me because it like, especially coming from you because you're such a like you have a very alpha big dick energy
I do.
type of vibe to you. Yeah,
Oh,
like you just don't seem like someone that becomes like a little vulnerable and small like that, and then it just starts talking very cute. Like you just don't have
That's
that
cute.
energy, right?
Yeah.
And then with like intimate settings, and then you became small like that because I view it like very vulnerable and you're very little and you got to take care of me type of shit. you know?
yeah.
So then you came in that way and I was like, whoa, this is new. Okay.
Oh,
That's one thing I found very interesting about just dating.
yeah.
I didn't date very much, but when I did, I was like, whoa. Men are all like, or just people are, I didn't date women, but I'm just like, man, men are so different. Like how they are to the public is a completely different story behind closed doors. Like you,
Like,
for
what's
example.
the difference?
Like you, for example, where you're like you were always wearing your like military hoodie. Like you always had the Marine Corps hoodie on. Like you just were like a man's man, you know, like you would wear tennis shoes, basketball shorts, like You
with
really
my
didn't.
shoelaces tied real tight, just so I'm ready to run at any time.
Yeah, you know, and then you have like a super straight posture and like you're not puny, like you're a buff dude. And then we close the doors and it's just us two now. And it's just like, oh, can I be the little spoon today? Can I be the mama and you be the papa and whatever? Not that you would.
I want to be the mama. When did I ever want to be the mama?
I said it backwards. I said it backwards. But yeah, it just was like, whoa, okay, we're going to do that. Okay, we're doing that. So it was just interesting to see people behind closed doors. That's all.
Do you feel bad for us now?
What do you mean?
Guys go through a lot, you know?
I feel so bad for guys. Like, that's why anytime I see a man cry,
yeah,
I'm like, holy shit, it probably hurts even more than that. Because I think guys, at least in the US, have been conditioned to like have this quote unquote toxic masculinity, right? Where it's like, you're not supposed to share your emotions because it shows a sign of weakness, or like you're supposed to be the protector of the household. And how can you be volatile? It's like you're the flight attendant to this flight, and you can't be uncertain. You can't be shaky, you know? So
you think that's the equivalent to, or like the male equivalent of, you know, like a lot of the not issues, but like, yeah, like one of the tough things about being a woman is living up to societal standards, right? Like, I'm supposed to look like that person on the magazine. I'm supposed to act this way. Oh, so I'm outspoken. So now I'm a bitch just because I speak my
I have an opinion.
I have an opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's kind of like the male equivalent, where like every guy's supposed to be so protective and so macho, but then there's like guys that are just like, I'm not a protector. Like, I could barely protect myself. So. I'm just a human being.
Yep.
Like, that girl looks like she could kick my ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
That's like the male equivalent to it, maybe.
I think so, yeah. So that's why I love right now what's happening is even cisgender men are like wearing nail polish, or they're crying more publicly, you know? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I think that's so tight. You know, whereas women now are doing more like things that are deemed masculine or not feminine. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do that. I think it's tight.
I think it's really tight. I've been following a bunch of mountain biking pages. Because, you know, like I want to get into mountain biking. So I like, you know, when I get into something, like I like really
get into it.
I really dive deep.
Oh yeah, you dive deep. Real deep.
Oh yeah, so deep.
It's not that deep though. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like the perfect size.
Yeah, but every time I leave, it's deeper than it was before.
Wait, what?
What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you're talking about, I think.
Wait, what gets deeper?
You know what gets deeper.
Okay, so we just aired an episode about trolling. Please listen to that one. It's right before this one. Now. Wait, what?
What?
What are you talking about? What gets deeper?
What are you talking about?
Fucking. Let's talk about fucking.
Yeah, I was talking about fucking too.
So what gets deeper?
Your pussy.
My depth gets deeper?
After I push it in, hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah, give myself props, hell yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
What are you pushing in, you freak?
Your fucking cervix.
Okay, anyway, continue.
Yeah.
So you follow a bunch of mountain pages?
I'll punch that cervix. Huh?
Yeah, that's not a turn on.
Fine.
Hey, girl, you want to go to my house later on tonight?
You want to get lengthened, girl?
I'm going to smash that cervix in, girl. I'm going to split those labias up. Anyway.
Yeah, so like I follow a bunch of mountain biking pages, and then there'll be someone that hits a crazy ass jump, and they do like some crazy spin, they land, and like, woo! And then they take their helmet off. It's a girl. And I'm like, oh shit. So, you know, back in the day, it's like, I remember even from like this Jet Li movie, Romeo Must Die, like there's this person on a motorcycle going around.
That's why it's a trope, because it's rare.
Yeah. So it goes, they're fighting, right? And then by the time like Jet Li's like knocks this person off the bike, she takes her helmet off. She goes like this.
I know. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta just take it off? Let it be off.
Well, she gotta get the hair out of her face. So she goes like this. Of course, they do it in slow motion, which is all sexy. And then, and you're like, oh shit, what? That's a girl? I feel like in like 5 years, that, I guess, movie technique of surprise isn't going to work anymore, because there's just going to be that many girls that are dope at doing like stereotypical guy shit. Like, honestly,
that makes me happy.
Probably like right now, even just right now, when I look, maybe 1 out of 3 or 4 of the pro mountain bikers that I follow, they're chicks.
Fuck yeah.
There's actually
Can we
lot.
not call them chicks? Can we just call them women? I'm just fucking around. I'm fucking around.
No,
yeah.
they're actually really, really
I
good.
like the word chicks because it's just like this chill, lax, like, that's a chick. Like,
you know what word I miss using? I don't know if you've ever used it because you're not from
Is it a bad
area.
word? Is it a bad word?
What?
Oh, trick? Ho?
No.
Oh,
No.
What?
Shame on you.
What?
Grom. You ever use Grom?
What the fuck?
Exactly.
Oh, you're just trying to do a weird flex. Okay, let's talk about when you used to bodyboard. Let's go.
Why do you hate me? You literally like hate my guts to the core.
Yeah, duh. That's
you
what
hate my
marriage
large
life
intestine. You hate my small intestine. You hate my freaking.
I hate everything. I hate the food in between your teeth right now.
I don't have food in my teeth.
I know, I'm fucking around. But yeah, I hate everything about
I was just saying that I miss using these terms like Grom.
Then just use it.
No, because if you're not from this area, you're not even gonna understand.
You always like you're just this cool guy that always has to show that you're in the know. So you're like, when do you want to roll? You want to roll? Oh,
roll where?
Like if you're talking about jujitsu, you want to roll sometime? Like that just shows you're in the fucking know.
You know what's funny?
What?
That's the most common word ever.
What, roll?
You're not even trying to flex or anything.
I know, but if people are like, if you're a noob to the sport of jujitsu, it's like, hey, do you guys ever want to do you want to practice on each other? And then you're gonna be like, fucking noob.
I wouldn't even say that. I don't even say that.
But at least you know like their level of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, once you're in the sport and you've been in it long enough and you know about it.
It's like, hey, you want to go hoop? Like, I want to go play some basketball.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if someone goes, you guys want to play some basketball? Some like 3-on-3? Then you're like, oh, fuck, this guy's probably not going to be that good.
Well, he's probably like John Stockton talks like that, but then he's going to smash on your ass.
I don't know if John Stockton talks like that.
He probably hell he does.
I love this old ass reference anyway. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, I just miss using Grom. That's all. That's all I want to say. I just want to say I just miss using Grom.
Cool. What were we talking about?
I don't know. You threw it off. I was just like, I miss using the word Grom. Grom means guy, by the way.
I was talking about chicks.
Or dude, by the way. It means like dude, and he's a Grom, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know what we're talking about. I was talking about the word chicks.
And if you grew up around the beach, especially like OC area, then you'll know what Grom means.
Yeah, I want to grow up.
Surf culture, bruh.
Fuck, can I say something?
No.
Okay, go.
Go.
Okay. We're good. Okay. But yes, I do like how things are changing, and it makes me really excited to see females doing more stereotypically male dominant things and vice versa. Like I absolutely love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. There was this guy, once we went the US went on lockdown, and he's a dancer. He's part of the LGBTQ community. And he started doing like live dances. I forgot his name. I'm sure you guys listening out there probably know who I'm talking about. But yeah, so he would do dances and stuff, and he would go live, and then he would tell people to dance with him, and then he would like start checking in with people, and then he would like not FaceTime, but like live with them, and you could see them dancing and shit.
Wait, did you show me this guy?
Yeah, I did. I fucking love him.
Oh, cool.
It's horrible. There's so many pages I follow on Instagram because I love them so much. And then when I want to share them with people, because I never look at the names, I'm like, oh, I don't even know what to look for.
I look at the names and I forget. Because, sometimes there's like, they start off with like 3 underscores. And then so you're typing the letter and you're just like, wait, what? I could have sworn it's this. Or like a couple of the O's are like zeros or something.
Yeah.
And you're just typing it and you're like, God damn it. Or they also abbreviate. Like the other day, I was like trying to look for some mountain biking thing. And then I guess the comp. So this is like people are in the know. They like to write MTB, which is mountain bike, I guess. So I'm not cool enough to know that. I keep trying to spell out mountain and I couldn't find the page that I wanted. And then I was like, oh, it's MTB. I wasn't even there. These fucking Groms trying to fuck me up.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the reverse happens where you do only first meet them by their handle.
And now, so now when only them.
Yeah, when you refer to them, it's just, oh, you're talking about at, Small White, Yeah. And you're like, wait, what? Who is that? Fuck, what's their name? I don't know. I only know them as Small White.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy that I just made my IG just my name. Because I think like, there's times where you either grow out of it or you feel like that's not you anymore. And you feel like I want to just be known by who I am. And I kind of also want that across all platforms.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool that I was able to do that. Because there's a lot of people I've met. They're like, they used to be like Funny Bunny 23 or something, And then like, they're like, that's when they were 12.
Yeah. I mean, that's how the internet was.
My name's Melissa. Just call me Melissa, please.
Yeah. Well, it was just a new space to be in. So people didn't really want to use their real names because it was like a lot of identity theft and just crazy shit was happening because a lot of the sites weren't secure back in our day. So
Back in
Back in
our
our
day. I don't
day.
you even said it like that. What the hell? Back in our day.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people, once they started becoming more of a public figure, they were like, oh shit, I need a stage name. So
Yeah.
we all had stage names. Like mine. I mean, luckily mine was my real name, but I didn't use my real last name for so many years. Because I don't know. I just felt like, oh shit, they're gonna steal my
You
identity.
just wanted like one layer of like privacy or security.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of our friends had stage names. But on that note, let me stop here.
Shout outs to our sponsor, Hydrant. We all know we're supposed to drink water, but the two biggest complaints that I always hear all the time is, but if I drink so much, I gotta pee constantly. And the other one is, water's so yucky.
Yes.
So what I love about Hydrant is they directly address both of these. So first of all, Hydrant has created a refreshing electrolyte powder that you mix directly into water more efficiently and effectively to hydrate your body, which means you have to drink less water to hydrate.
Nice.
And it hydrates you quickly and keeps you going for longer. And each rapid hydration mix has the 4 essential electrolytes that your body needs. And this is why it holds the water better so you don't constantly pee it out. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, and zinc. And it packs a punch to help your body hydrate fast and also stay hydrated. And there's those of you guys who are looking for a boost of energy. They also got you covered. They have the Hydrant Plus caffeine, which contains 100 milligrams of caffeine from green tea. So it's not the jittery kind, which is really, really, really good.
And it tastes really good.
And also, yeah, it's made with real fruit juice powder, a delicious and refreshing. It comes in a variety of flavors, including the summer-friendly iced tea lemonade, which is my favorite. If you get it with way more ice and you shake it up, kind of has a little bit of bubbles in it. It tastes so refreshing. So we got a special deal for all of our listeners. You get to save 25% off your first order. Just go to drinkhydrant.com/Bell, B-E-A-W. That's Bell, B-E-A-W. Use that at checkout. Drinkhydrant.com/Bell and use the promo code to get 25% off your first order and stay hydrated.
And we're back. So, yeah, I was just thinking during that ad, I was just thinking like, how interesting it was that I initially wanted to have a boy, because you would think, right, that like I'm so into just like strong chicks. And
Have a boyfriend?
Have a boy like that I gave birth.
Oh,
that my
for your
child
offspring?
Yes, that I wanted a boy first. And
you did want a boy first?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cutie. Why?
I don't really know why. I think I'm like, I just like boy energy. I don't know. I have no idea. I just felt like it just fit me better. And it's
fit you better or fit us better?
Me.
Just you.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you feel like.
So selfishly, you just wanted a boy?
Yes.
Not selfishly in a bad way, but just from your own perspective.
Yes.
Considering only what you want, you wanted a boy.
Yeah.
Oh, cutie.
Yeah. We've had this conversation, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm reliving it, so it's very cutie.
Okay, cool.
You don't like listening to the same songs more than once?
It depends.
Because I love the song of life.
Well, how does that one go?
Da, na, na, na. Na, 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 na. 41, 41.
I fucking hate you. That guy. Yeah, and it's just interesting to me that I'm so about like female empowerment, and I'm always about like chicks can do what guys do, like no problem. Some chicks would probably do it better. That like you would think I would want to have a girl so that I can build this other like badass chick up, But
yeah,
I was like, I want a boy first.
A lot of chicks do things way better than dudes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do you know why?
Because I think we've had this conversation, but I'll let you explain.
Yeah. So like, when you see sports, and this happens in sports all the time, the chicks, how quickly the chicks, their sport can evolve is way faster than dudes. And I don't know if it's because of like the societal pressures or whatever, but a lot of guys, they have egos. So if you're a coach out there, like you've experienced it so many times, a lot of dudes won't finish programs. Like let's say you coach someone.
You're specifically speaking of like
any type of coaching.
Oh.
But a lot of dudes, like even a basketball coach, right? Like I go, I'll teach, hey, today you got to do dribbles like this, and you got to do dribbles like this, and you can do this. And then from there, the next week you can do dribbles like this. Once they get a hang of it, okay, yeah, I got it. And then they'll start doing their own thing, and they don't even finish the program. So they don't really progress all the way. Same thing with lifting, same thing with a lot of stuff. Like I have so many friends that know nothing about fitness. it's like almost like the WebMD mentality, where instead of just seeing a professional, they want to constantly self-diagnose, and then after like 5 years of lifting, there's like zero results because they're just constantly doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Girls, they don't have or traditionally they don't really have that ego. They just go, I need help. Can you help me? So now, even in powerlifting, which is the sport that we're in, there's girls moving like heavy ass weight that are before it used to be crazy when like a girl
could
that
do
was
like twice her weight.
well, when a girl was like 180 that can do a weight that a guy that's like, I don't know, 120 or 150 can do. That was already insane, where you're like, oh shit, she's a quote unquote girl and she's lifting quote unquote guy weight. Now there are girls that are the same weight as the guy and she's lifting more. Isn't that crazy?
That's amazing.
Yeah, shout outs to Amanda, shout outs to Danielle Lamello. Like, both of these chicks are in my weight class and they smashed the fuck out of me.
What Amanda who?
What's her last name? I know IG's Miss Amanda Ann or Miss Ann Amanda.
I see.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she lifts more than you do?
Yeah, both of these chicks on the daily are smoking like 550, 575 on their daily one rep
Deads?
maxes. Yeah, on their deads. They're smoking them. They're both probably in the like I haven't seen them compete recently, but they're probably past the 600 range. They both squat over 500 and they're my weight class. That's
hard of you to admit that. Good for you, man.
Because when I was talking about the person that keeps going in circles for 5, I'm talking about myself.
Personal experience.
No, but honestly, it's like a lot of dudes, they don't finish programs because of the ego, you know? And then so like,
do you do that?
I think I do that too sometimes. That's why like I do like getting coached, and I also like putting my hands in the I like putting my
in the coach's butt.
Whoa. No. I like putting my career in a coach's hands, because if you can take your ego out of it, then I'm all yours, and you actually progress way better. You know, you just put your head down and do the work instead of going, wait, am I doing the right thing? Because that last week didn't feel good. But you're looking at such micro things. The macro picture is like, this person has a whole plan in mind, you know?
Gotcha.
So yeah. And I see chicks in MMA and jiu-jitsu, combat sports, and they are straight.
Dude, chicks in the MMA these days are fucking so good to watch. Because there's just so many, there's some other sports where you watch girls play, and maybe because they just don't have the same physical abilities as like some dudes. I don't really know. I don't watch sports that much, but I'm just not as engaged as I am when it's like MMA fights.
It's the same thing as ego. Same exact thing. So you'll see this in like MMA rooms a lot, where dudes come in, they're like, yeah, I played D1 football. I got my athleticism. So they're just like, you know, really strong and they can move fast and athletic, right? And I lay motherfuckers out. So they just rely on that. Because of that, they're so used to relying on their aggression, they don't fine tune technique the way like a girl's like, oh, that's the right way. Okay. And they just keep doing it. So when you see girl MMA fighters or kickboxers, their technique is perfect, textbook. And then pretty soon, your aggression and your athleticism is only going to take you so far, and you can't be quote unquote laying people out with these freaking wide looping hooks when someone could blast you straight down the middle.
Yeah.
And you just see these chicks like pop, 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 and they're like, wow, that's really scary.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the ego. They don't have the history of laying people out. They're just like, oh, I don't know anything about fighting. This seems kind of fun. Yeah. And then they're like, whoa, this is really fun. And they just do exactly what's told. So it's almost like having like that perfect student that does everything that you say. And I don't know, and like without ego, you become that perfect student, you know?
Yeah. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'm excited and scared at the same time to see what's going to happen to like mankind in the next like 5, 10, 15 years. You know, like how we're all going to change and evolve. Yeah, hopefully we're evolving. I think we are.
You know that famous tennis match where it was between
a man and a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot their names.
But if they redo something like that in 10 years, I don't think it's going to be a clear winner. You know, before where it was like, oh yeah, for sure the guy's going to win, you know? And I think they even have like talks of like the top professional female is only as good as like a mediocre amateur dude. I don't know if it's going to be that clear anymore.
Didn't Cejudo want to fight
Shevchenko?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was doing that more as
It's like a bit.
as messing around.
A publicity stunt.
Yeah, it's messing around because he's technically the same weight class, so he was just messing around. But who knows, you know?
I don't know if I would be okay to watch that. You know what I mean? Because I still come from an old school mindset.
Yeah.
Like I'm a millennial, the beginning half of the millennial. I think I have to put that out there. And yeah, I grew up in a time where it's like men do men things and women do women things. So unfortunately, my fucking brain has been tainted in that way. So for me to see even if it's consensual and they're both like, yup, this is safe. We looked at all parameters. We understand that like they both are very capable people and no one's going to really like, it's a good match. I would still feel very uncomfortable to watch a guy like hit a girl. And I didn't grow up in an environment like ever witnessing that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But if you start grappling or if you start training, it will be normalized.
Oh, is it? It's because I'm not in that world?
Yeah. So I wrestled in high school, right? And then a lot of high school teams, they don't have like a complete girl section or guy section. So a lot of the teams, they're just the couple of straggler girls that join the guy teams.
I have a girlfriend like that.
Yeah, so she only has guy training partners. That's it. So me seeing that every single day where there's a girl on our team, like she's just one of the boys, I'm used to that. I'm used to seeing guys and girls grapple all the time. And that's like when I was in high school, which is like...
But wrestling, you're not really striking
almost
either.
20 years ago.
Yeah, but you're not striking either.
You're not striking, but it's all within the same family and it's the same energy. You know what I mean? Like to me, like someone getting punched in the face versus someone getting like literally lifted into the air and slammed on the ground. Those are two similar things to me. You know what I mean?
I see.
So they're
it's
like
pretty close.
They're all like combat sports.
Yeah.
You know? So if it's combat sport and you see a guy and a girl have contact and one's trying to assert their dominance over the other person, and then after they're done, they shake hands.
I think it's just going to be different once I see a girl like all bloodied up and like a black eye and shit. Even when I see two girls doing it, I'm like, ah.
That's what I'm saying
But I like it.
Because you haven't seen it enough. Because you'll see it in practice. You know, headbutts, cuts, a bloody ear, girls with cauliflower, you know, a girl with ringworm on her face. Like you'll just start seeing it. And then once you get on the court, on that mat over and over, you don't see gender, you don't see race, I don't even see like height, length, any of that stuff. It's like,
just technique and where you can slip in, and
what you really see is heart. You just see people as like that's why I kind of like these like hardcore sports, because like it's almost like all the physical stuff that separates us in society, none of that matters. It's like, oh, I know that guy has a lot of heart, or I know that girl has a ton of heart. That guy, he looks intimidating, but he's a mouse. You know, like you can kind of see that. So that's what I really, really like about these sports. But yeah, like the chicks these days, like when you start seeing it happen more and more, I don't think you'll
it says like daunting.
Yeah, and I think that's why the public is still very weary of it, because they don't see it.
Right.
You know? But if you grew up in the judo world, you've been doing judo since you're 5, and you've seen girls and guys, because they're just training partners, people slammed all over the place, or you grew up in like Kyokushin karate, which is full combat karate, you see it all the time. It's pretty normal.
Yeah.
And it's almost to the point where, like, you know, after wrestling practice, we would go eat. I always go, man, please someone fuck with Elizabeth. Please. Because she just looks like a girl, right? Elizabeth is one of the chicks on our team. But I'm like, I know what she can do. So I almost wish like someone please just fuck with her so she could body slam the fuck out of you.
Yeah. Oh God, what was her name in high school? I had a friend and she was so pretty. She had this beautiful like tan skin. I don't even know what her ethnicity was. And she had like these beautiful like glass, almost like green eyes. It looked like the ocean. Like, you know what I mean? Like her eyes were so beautiful. And yeah, she was a wrestler. And like you see her during school, because this is in high school, like I said, you see her during regular school hours, and she's like really girly. She would always wear dresses and stuff. And you would never, ever in a million, you would think she was a cheerleader before you thought she was a wrestler.
So yeah.
And then I remember she played volleyball with us, and usually volleyball and wrestling season was around the same time because it's in the fall.
Winter season, yeah.
Wait. Well, ours was in the fall. So I think it probably overlapped a little bit. So maybe the practices were overlapping, but the season probably started after.
Yeah.
So then, she would she would go to our games or practice with us, and then she would go to wrestling practice after. And we would see her in her little singlets and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, you're a fucking badass.
Yeah. This is also, I know how small people's dicks are, because people that don't, you know how like when you go to a UFC fight, there's always people like shouting random things as if like they know how to fight. So when you hear the comments, or you see the comments online, or hear the comments like when Ronda Rousey first came out, ooh, I would do this to her. Oh, I wouldn't mind if she armbarred me. I'm like, if you've ever been on a mat with a capable woman, you're like, get me the fuck out of here, because my life is in danger. You're getting your fucking ass beat. You're getting your ass beat as if it's a dude.
Yeah.
But it's because these people that have no combat experience, that they're like, ooh, I can't wait till she slides all over me. I'm like, she's gonna beat the living fucking shit out of you, and you're gonna be crying literally, and then later she's gonna be laughing at you. And there's nothing sexy about getting your ass beat at all.
You know what's crazy? Because I was just thinking as you're explaining that, I'm like, oh my God, they should do like, back in the day, they used to have kissing booths.
Yeah.
Which is so weird now when you think about it. Fucking weird. Anyway, so they would have kissing booths, but now they've been
having incels, I guess.
Yeah. But people volunteered. Like guys and girls were like, yeah, we'll kiss random strangers. Like it's just a kiss. Oh, anyway.
People got inner freaks they got to let out, I guess.
So as you were talking, I was like, oh, they should bring that back. Not the kissing portion, but like for those guys with the little dick energy, where it's like, hey, wrestle a chick. And they'd be like, hell yeah, I want to slide with her, and have her.
Have her be like a hot chick in a bikini, but you don't know.
She doesn't even have to be a hot chick. She could just be a chick. And I feel like
guys would just get off.
Yeah, these dudes would still be like, I want to slide and roll with her. And then she beats the fuck out of them. That's what I want to watch.
We had at our high school.
You had a kissing booth?
No. There's this chick named Claudia. And
Claudia.
Okay. And I think when she was 14 or 15, she was already a pro MMA fighter.
In your high school?
In our high school.
That's sick.
Like she's been boxing since she was like, I don't know, 7 or 8, like one of those. Like her whole family's all about that. And in the parking lot, in the 90s, early 2000s, people just want to start shit all the time.
So they picked the wrong girl.
Yeah, because she's also one of these girls that just looks like she's just on her track to college. There's just like a regular chick, like she just dresses regular. And she just looks like she's on her track to college. And I forgot what happened, but these cholas came up to her and stepped to her. And then she's like, pretty much called her out on something and she was like, oh no, I didn't really talk shit. And then you could just tell her energy. Like, I'm like,
she's really composed.
She's fucking way too calm for this shit. It's just scary. And then she's like, oh, what? And the other chicks, like peacocking, getting all big. And you can always tell when someone doesn't know how to fight, they're going to have to assert that type of energy. Going like, yeah. So
instead of like getting into this, she's like, what?
Yeah. So Claudia was like, all right. So she just takes off her backpack and she just gets into her stance. And then
as soon as I see like the shoulder come up to like block the face, I'm like, oh shit, that's it. You're dead.
Yeah. She gets into her stance and the other chick just starts coming forward like, like Street Fighter Chola style. Claudia punches her in the face and then throws a shin kick straight into her, like her chest rib area, knocks her on the ground. That girl just starts crying. Like, cause
were you like, yes, I got to see this?
Yeah. Well, for me, it was like, I was training a little bit then. So I felt shin kicks from already a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing. Cause we're all beginners. It's like the difference of someone who doesn't know how to throw a baseball and then someone that is in the pros and they throw 90-mile-an-hour baseballs consistently. When you see this pitcher's frame, you don't think much of it. You're like, oh, this guy's just a skinny guy. He looks like he's like a surfer or something. But technique is everything, right? This skinny surfer guy that you think has no arm is throwing fucking balls like 90 miles an hour, right? So same thing with this chick. Even though she just looked like a regular chick, me understanding how professional athletes can move, I'm like, fuck, I think that other chick, that Chola,
she got some ribs broken.
For sure, she has some broken ribs instantly. But she started it, and I'm like, that's fucking tight.
That is tight.
Yeah.
And you know what else is tight?
What? Our next sponsor?
Exactly.
And shout outs to our sponsor, Skillshare. You guys know that the entire podcast loves Skillshare.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. And you know us, for us, we're always trying to find ways to improve ourselves, better ourselves, so we can add more tools to whatever we're doing so we can be better at that. And that is what Skillshare is all about. And one of the classes that I'm really, really excited about is called Productivity Masterclass. So a lot of people, you know, you feel like you're so jammed and you're really busy with your day. And you're like, if I'm already this busy, how do I squeeze more out of my day? Well, that's called productivity. How much can you produce? So with Productivity Masterclass, they have this class called Principles and Tools to Boost Your Productivity, taught by Ali Abdaal. And what I like about that is either you can figure out how to squeeze more out of your day, or you can lessen your work day and still get the same amount done, which I think which I think is the goal for most people. If you feel like you're accomplishing enough, you're like, how can I accomplish the same thing short amount of time so I can go do the other stuff that are also really important to me, like hobbies and family and all that stuff, which is things that are really important to me too.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you go check that out. Skillshare, Skillshare is an online community, like I said, and this is where you can go and you can learn from thousands of experts and really find any facet of your life that you want to improve.
Yes.
So go explore your creativity and get 2 free months of premium membership at Skillshare.com/Beaw, BEAW. That is 2 whole months of unlimited access to thousands of classes for free. And literally anything you can think of that is creative based or skill based, they have. And even ways to be better at time management, they have. And I know we can all be better at time management. So make sure you go to Skillshare.com/Beaw, BEAW, to get 2 free months of unlimited access for free.
And we're back. That is fucking tight. Did I ever see any? No, I never witnessed any fights that like the person was super skilled. Yeah.
It's rare. People usually aren't in those sports. Number one, I think it's like, you know, it's a smaller sport because most people don't want to get punched in the face all the time. Or get their face thrown on the ground all the time.
That's me. And
then what I realize is most people that do that on the daily, they don't really care so much about fighting in real life. Because they do it so much. So they're just like, they don't really have an ego. Because usually you get into a fist fight because of ego. Like, oh, you can talk shit about me?
And ego is usually fear or an insecurity.
Yeah. So for them, they're like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk any shit or anything. Yeah. You know, and so they don't really like get into, like, you know, I talked to some of my coach, Ron from Oyama. I talked to him and some of his like pro fighter friends. And then like the way they view street fights, they view it as like, that's some barbarian shit, you know? And it's so funny because I'm like, do you guys see how you guys train? Because you guys are beating the fucking living shit out of each other. And then they'll be like, oh, dude, that guy's scary, dude. He just wants to fight everyone on the streets all the time. Oh, no. I'm like, no, you're scary, motherfuckers. You guys just know what the hell you're doing. The other people, they're just being little bitches, swinging their fucking arms around. I'm like, you guys are...
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Priorities straight.
That's so interesting. Once our life gets back in order, or my life gets back in order, once we're out of this temporary lockdown, which feels like forever, I do want to start training.
Oh, kidding.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific
jiu-jitsu?
sport?
Yeah, specifically jiu-jitsu. You guys know me. I don't really like contact sports at all. But now I have a kid. And I mean, I cared about this. I cared about myself before my own personal safety. But I'm never really motivated like for myself. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't really, not that I don't value myself, but I'm just like, I'm too lax with myself. But now that I have a kid and I want to protect that, or, you know, my mom's getting older and I want to be around her and protect her and be able to like be an asset to her, then I'm like, oh shit, I need to like sharpen my what is it? Defensive skills. So that's like the motivation.
Or have some.
Yeah. Exactly. Have some.
Yeah. I think that's like one thing where it would help out a lot of females and it boosts their confidence up. If, you know, like if you're walking around thinking you're a target all the time and you don't want to be, that's a shitty situation to be in. You know, like you're walking down a dark alley and you're like, oh, fuck.
That's literally every female.
Someone's going to steal my fucking purse, or someone's going to try to rape me or say something or catcall me, or someone's going to do something that I don't like and there's nothing I can do about it. That fucking sucks. But if you can empower this person where you're like,
then we're going to walk around with our purses like, all full of money and like sticking out like, I wish a motherfucker would.
You're like, yeah, I know I'm 4'11", 90 pounds, but I'll beat the fuck out of a guy then you just walk around different, and then there's just a way different confidence, and that's fucking awesome. And I want to see stupid ass motherfuckers test these females, or test even just smaller dudes, or just test people that they think they can bully and prey.
Yeah.
And then get fucked up.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I'm about that. Yeah, I think that's why the older I got and the more fucking negative stimuli that I received, the more my face morphed from like friendly to like RBF, because it's like, get the fuck away from me. Leave me the fuck alone. And it's worked. I never really had any.
You're also lucky because you're tall. So it's already intimidating.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
So it's already intimidating to most people.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot, and that really helped me. But now I think I actually need to back it up.
Yeah, just in case, you just never know what happens. And it's good to like fucking Russell Peters, there's that viral clip of him. He's a straight up comedian in a jewelry store with his friend. And then you would think, someone at the celebrity level, like there's always security or there's something, or he's never going to be in a shady place,
right?
And then there's a fucking jewelry thief right in front of him, grabs a chain, tries to run away. But Russell Peters was prepared, grabbed them, put them on the ground, and he's like, "Hey, you got to return that shit." And then they're like, "What the fuck, Russell Peters? Those jiu-jitsu? That's crazy."
That's amazing.
Yeah,
yeah. You never know. There are a bunch of sleepers, and I love the sleepers. Like that's my favorite shit. Like anything in life that's a sleeper for me, I absolutely love. Like even our house, right? Like our house is a sleeper house. Like,
it is a sleeper house.
It is. It has a fairly decent size. Like it's a bigger home.
But from the outside,
it looks very unsuspecting. It just looks like a plain Jane home. But then you come inside and it's elevated, it's big, it's spacious, and it's like, you didn't know it was like that. Like I like sleeper shit. Like Russell Peters, I feel like he's a sleeper. You know what I mean? You see him and you're like, oh, this dad, he looks like he's unhealthy or whatever. No shade to Russell Peters.
He's like, damn, hey, what the hell? Until he beats the living shit out of you.
Yeah, but most people equate capabilities to someone that appears to be like slender or like they have definition in their muscles, and just because you could see some muscles doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy or very capable.
Yeah,
it could just be you just have a faster metabolism, but you're not very athletic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I think Russell Peters is dope, because if you don't know who he is, then you're just like, he's just a dad. He can't do shit. Let me fuck with this guy. And then boom.
Yeah, let me punk him in front of his wife and then you get your ass fucking beat.
Yeah. And then, I love sleeper shit. I love it. I think it's so sick. And I look forward to when I can start doing it too. Because I'm not much of a sleeper in that place because like you said, I have the height. So that already looks intimidating. But yeah, it'd be sick.
But also, you're not a sleeper, but to criminals you might be.
Oh.
To a criminal, like a hardened criminal, they just might just see you as a chick.
Yeah.
And in their experience, I beat chicks down. So this chick is nothing. I just beat the living shit out of her.
Oh my God.
Until they test you. And then once you're prepared and they're like, oh fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah, I need to train. I should train. Okay. We've been talking about moving.
It's good exercise too.
Yeah, we've been talking about moving. So we have like a bunch of balls in the air right now. So once these balls kind of like find their home, then
for some reason, I don't even watch Dragon Ball, but I picture like it's the DragonAll balls and then they're just like floating around and they found their homes.
Oh, I just pictured like I'm juggling and they're just balls.
Do you think you'll feel more comfortable training with going to a girls class?
I don't know.
Like even like a shooting class, right? Like they have all girls shooting classes.
Not really.
Really? You don't feel it? So you just guys, girls, I don't care.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
So what about for grappling? You don't mind like a bunch of sweaty ass dudes on you?
I don't mind.
I was talking to my other friend, Nick. So Nick is David's striking coach, but he also trains jiu-jitsu. And I said something to him the other day where I told him I really like my new current jiu-jitsu coach. Shout outs to Professor Mike Ancheta.
What makes him a professor?
When you reach the rank of black belt, you're considered a professor. So like jiu-jitsu.
So it's a coach to professor? Like you just want to be a professor?
Coach and professor. Kind of. So what I really like about Brazilian jiu-jitsu and their belt system, although it's still subjective, it's probably the most objective out of all martial arts, right? Like you're in like Kung Fu, I could be a black belt, but some big ass like white belt can come and just punch me in the face and knock me the fuck out. That still could probably happen in jiu-jitsu, but it's just much more rare. So a coach generally starts at purple belt, which is in the middle. And that means they can teach you And then a black belt is supposed to have someone that has at least mastered the techniques and art of it. So the belt system, and what I really like about it, and I think this is what makes me really trust it. And if I had a daughter and I need to empower her with something, it would go jiu-jitsu first, because you'll know why. So white belt, there's 4 stripes. When you get to the 4th stripe, that means you actually pretty much know all the techniques now. You understand how to do it. You understand how to apply it. A blue belt, which is the first real belt rank up, that means you can apply all those techniques you learned effectively on a larger opponent. That's why I like it, because now it's like, that's what the whole point of it is for, right? Is to defend, not defend in a school test lab environment. I need to be able to, like, someone catches me off guard at Buffalo Wild Wings and I should be able to apply it.
Not Buffalo Wild Wings.
Or Cheesecake Factory, as
oh,
like Drake
God,
likes
don't
to go
bring
to.
in my Cheesecake Factory.
So that's what the blue belt's for, which I like about that. Purple belt means you can start stringing combinations together. So you know how to apply those techniques, and you can start, they call it flow state, where you're able to, like,
nice.
As you're doing one move, you're reading 2-3 moves ahead.
Sick.
Brown belt means you're at the level of not only can you do that, but you know how to bait and trap people. So you set up little things to set people up. Black belt, you're able to teach all of those. So that's why black belt is a professor, and that's why it takes, like, most people like 7, 10, 15 years to get a black belt. And that's why it's such a, like, it's not a martial art that's easily just given away.
They don't hand it out.
Yeah, but purple belt and above, you can start coaching. But that's why I also like, there's a lot of people that are advocates for cops being blue belts. That means you can apply force to a larger opponent. You also have I think it's also the internal part where if you feel that confident about your ability, you don't have to constantly reach for your gun all the time. Or you don't have to do the escalation of force. You're just not supposed to go straight to gun. There's pepper spray, then there's a taser. You don't have to constantly go to,
like, I'm not physically capable. Let me bring some machines into the mix.
Yeah, you don't have to bring in, like, the end all be all card when you know I have 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to always bring the ace in all the time.
Yeah,
because they might feel pressure too, because they're like, oh fuck, this motherfucker's big, or this guy on drugs is scary.
Yeah, there's also like from what I've understood when people explain it to me, specifically like my girlfriends, they say that there's like this philosophical like thing that happens too. Like, you learn about life and you start applying whatever you learn in jiu-jitsu as, like, it's not just this sport, it's like a way of life. And there's like a philosophy behind it that's like very kind of Zen, and it's just about like respecting yourself, knowing what you have, and then respecting your opponents and knowing what they have. And yeah,
that's how I even view the belt system, and that's what I like about it, right? Like, we go to seminars and you learn about business, or you learn about graphic design, learn about whatever, right? And then when you understand it, cool, you're just a white belt at it. Now, if you can apply what you learned to something and be effective at it, cool, you're a blue belt in business. Now, when you can string a couple of those businesses together, cool, you're a purple belt of business. So that's why, like, I even see that with, like, being a parent. Cool, you can parent one kid. What about, can you parent 2 kids? Can you parent this kid when this kid is absolutely at their worst? You don't lose your cool. Like, those are all things that you learn from jiu-jitsu too, where, like, someone can come in and they're just crazy overwhelming. Do you get caught up in this person's storm because this person's literally laying on top of you? Or you're like, I see right through this guy and I know where this guy's coming from, and I can beat this guy with my eyes. The other day, my fucking coach tapped me out with double armbar with no hands. This fool threw his legs over my fucking shoulder and then shot his hips up, and my hands went like this, got me in a double armbar, and his hands were behind his head like he was laying on the beach. I'm like, what the fuck? My hands were like this. I had to tap him with the back of my hand. I had to go like this. I couldn't even, like, usually, like, when you see it, like, in the UFC, like, I was like, oh. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Oh my God, I know my husband was so weak.
Dude.
I'm just kidding.
That was the other way around. Fucking, I threw my legs over his shoulder. I couldn't do anything.
No, I love that. I love that shit. Yeah, and I want to train. It's exciting.
I was relaxing.
Loser. I'm just kidding. No, I think I want to train, and I can't wait to start seeing Taiko train.
Him in a gi is so cute. I don't even care if he trains. I just want him to show up to class, wear his little gi. He's probably going to, because he has ADD like me, he's probably going to be fucking looking around, probably finding ways to troll. But I don't care. I just want to see him in his little gi. He looks so cute. Are
you going to be making faces at him the way your dad did? And then got you in trouble?
My dad's a troll, huh? Yeah. You know what? I might do it at the appropriate time. Now looking back and seeing the master troll at work, my dad did do it at the right time. So, you know me, right? Like I really like being committed to things, right? So if we go to like a salsa class, you know how like if it's a salsa class for like David's wedding or something, there's always going to be the people that are just going through the motions. I'm here with my friends, right? When I'm in it, I'm in it. I have full commitment. If it's crumping, I don't care. I look stupid. I'm going to commit 100%.
That's what I love about you.
So in Kung Fu,
You have no pride.
I'm going down the fucking
Just kidding.
I'm going down the road as if I'm in a Kung Fu movie. So I'm like going 100%. And I think that's why my dad was like, okay, this kid's giving it his 100%.
Oh, he
So
needs
that-
to relax.
No, not that he needs to relax. Now I control. Because if he's not doing a good job,
Oh, then I need to assist him.
then you're like, hey, why don't you like commit a little bit more? Like, what, don't half-ass it. Don't just go through the motions. So he already probably saw me commit. So it's like, oh, this is gonna be really funny. He's committing, but can he commit when I'm making funny faces at him at the bottom?
That's cutie.
Yeah.
Very
And then
cool, Papa.
so I would start communicating my forms, and I started laughing, and then my seafood would go, take it seriously, and smack me. Take it seriously.
He would hit you?
He not like an actual hit, but
Like
like
a-
a yeah.
Like, get your attention
Because
back
he was
here.
like a tough, like Korean dude. So he would like smack me. Get serious. And then I can't like rat my dad out, you know? Or my dad would be like,
Oh my God. And no one ever caught him? Damn. That's fucking funny.
yeah.
That's
my
so
dad's
funny.
My dad's a master troll.
I don't know how I feel about other people putting hands on my kid. I'm like, I get it, but just don't do it.
If he's a martial arts master, I'm cool with it.
Why?
Because I know so I've taken martial arts my whole life, and I know what it's truly about, and it's really truly about mastering your own emotions. So you ever hear the phrase like savage your body to civilize the mind?
No.
Oh, but that's pretty much like
I like that saying.
it's pretty much the concept of it, where like you make your body so savage and you put it through so much shit so you can civilize and tame the mind. Which is why when you see a lot of these masters at work, like when they're beating the living crap out of people, or they're beating like, you know, you see those things where like people are getting punched in the face and they're just still thinking clearly.
Oh, yeah. Every UFC fight.
Yeah, because their mind is just so calm, you know? Versus like in real life, I grab someone, they're like, ow! Because their mind isn't civilized. They're like impulsive, immediately reactive, you know? So like, because
Wow, I feel a little attacked there.
fine. So because I know how those guys are, I know that they're going to be disciplining Taika from their calmest state.
Gotcha.
And
If
they're-
they're good and they're not McDojo type shit.
Yeah. They're doing it.
That makes
They're doing it
sense.
from their calmest state, and they're doing it because they've walked all the colors all the way up to black. They're doing it with this student's longevity in mind.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still don't touch him.
Kidding.
Just kidding. All right. I think that's the end of our podcast,
Oh, is
baby.
it? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Yeah, but I'll keep you guys posted for sure. But once I start taking classes and stuff, I'm for sure gonna vlog whatever it is that I can vlog, and I'll include
Do you think
everyone
to
in the
take
journey.
privates, or you want to take
Oh no, I don't like. Not that I don't like privates. It's I don't like privates. No, I just like a classroom
Me
environment.
too.
Because then I have to pick on someone, not on them, but I have to pick someone that's really good and try to like compete with them secretly so that I can like try to level up faster.
Yeah, that's what
I'm really competitive.
That's what I miss. I miss right now is the classes part, because like, you know, aside from the martial arts of learning the technique to defend yourself, the other part I really like about it is community.
Yes.
You build this community because you all put in this hard work for like an hour or two,
Yes.
and then later you all bow to each other and there's just this respect, and I really miss that part. I'm like, that's one thing I really miss from like all my privates, from boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu. It's just me and my coach.
Yeah. Which is cool, but it's just sometimes you're tired and you're gassed out, and like if you're in a group setting, there's that other person that has way more heart than your bitch ass.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh fuck yeah, I'm motivated. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the end. But we do want to say thanks to our sponsors.
Shout outs to Hydrant. We've got a special deal for our listeners only. Save 25% off your first order. Go to drinkhydrant.com/Bell, BEAW.
And also thank you to our sponsor, Skillshare, one of my faves. Explore your creativity and get 2 free months of premium membership at Skillshare.com/Bell, BEAW.
And also, shout outs to Barbell Brigade, our brand, me and Ma Bear's brand. Don't forget to check it out. We got the steeziest gym clothes ever. T-shirts, tanks, hoodies, socks, shorts, everything, you name it. And get ready because we are stocking up like crazy for Black Friday. And we're releasing something really, really special. I know this is really early, but I'm so excited about what we're releasing. So just stay tuned for that. See you guys next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.